All right, here we go. Two. Howdy, folks. Howdy. Howdy. How are you? Sydney, Australia here. What happens in Sydney? Bit low. Hi, Trisha. This isn't the right key. Sounds a bit low. That's right. Is it working? Oh, better get that microphone out of the road, hey? How's that? You can hear me? Hello? Testing 1, 2. Getting it all together today. How are we all? Good, I hope. Fantastic. The mic, we can see everything. It's all twisted and stuff. Hey, it's cold outside. I'm going to go and play golf today, and it's going to be cold and windy. Cold and windy. Speak clearly, Daryl. I get into trouble with my students because I do not pronounce their names correctly. You know, I've got this young girl who comes here, and her name is Bertie, and her sister's name is Daisy, and her babysitter is Rosie, and the student who comes after her is Vivi, and Vivi's mother is Jody. My name's Daryl. Anyway, boogie woogie. Coffee helps with boogie woogie at 6:15 in the morning. How are we all? Hello, Silvio. Mr. Morris, morning, Daryl. In the car listening to you on my way to work. Yeah, baby. Yay! Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. How do you go do that? I don't want it to be. She said, baby, can't you see? I'm gonna be famous, the star of the screen. You can't do something, baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Wrong key. The Beatles. Fantastic. If you're feeling bad, just turn up a Beatles song. Turn it up really loud and go for it and go, the world ain't so bad after all, yeah? Baby, you can drive my car. Hey, that was a funny song because John and Paul would get together for 3 hours most afternoons just to write a song. That's discipline. And to get good at anything, you have to be disciplined. There's no doubt about it. I was watching the cricket. We Who watches the cricket? I do. Anyway, we retained the Ashes from England last night. Our American friends, cricket is when you I'll show you. So you stand up. Someone bowls a ball at you like this. You know, you can't throw it. You got to bowl it like that. And you're at the other end with a bat, and you got to hit it wherever. Anyway, it's a good game. Some people find it very slow, but it's a big test. And Australia retained the Ashes. And there's a player in the Australian team at the moment who's absolutely sensational, Stephen Smith. Had a bit of a rough trotty about a year ago, but he is an amazing player. And to get good at anything, ask Steve, you got to be disciplined. So if you're having trouble with your piano playing, that's okay. Just set aside some time each day and just make sure you do it. Just make sure you do it. And I've got some a little tip here for you. If you are having trouble, the main reason you're having trouble is, here we go. Wait for it. The main reason you're having trouble and you're getting frustrated is because you are trying to play it too fast. Slow down. See, I was showing off before. I couldn't do that once. I tell you, I couldn't do it. Boogie woogie's not my thing, to tell you the truth. I like playing stuff like this. You probably tell because every time I play something like that, I look as if I'm off with the fairies. And that's what that does for me. It takes me away into another land. I've got this little jazz band, and we're doing this little piece called Sahara. I think I played it for you once. Now, Sahara is a little piece I made up about 15 years ago, and I recorded with a friend of mine who plays trumpet. Anyway, that's what you call a riff, R-I-F-F. Some of the most famous riffs are... Smoke on the Water. Day Tripper by the Beatles. Peter Gunn. And this is my little riff. Actually, if Cherie's there, she reckons it sounds a bit like Day Tripper. Or reminded her. Now, that little riff in the left hand is a bit tricky because you got to move your hand out like that. And if you're a beginner, that's really hard. Can we hear each other? Can we hear? Oh, g'day, Cherie. How you going? Oh, I'm glad you like it. I like it too. I'm really enjoying our little band. If I could swing the camera around, I got the drum kit here, and the bass player plays over there, and I'll play keys here, and Samantha plays saxophone. She'll be in there somewhere. And we're all learning to play. I'm a little bit more experienced than the rest of them. I mentor them, and we're playing this thing now. Being able to play that with the chords at the same time. Here's the chord. Then we go to here. Bit of a James Bond chord. That you got a black note up here. Definitely James Bond. Now, I couldn't play that at the same time as doing my left hand. You know why? I never practiced it. So, Mr. Toot, you got to do what you tell your students. Kids come in here and they can play something that I gave them last week, and I act astonished, and I go, wow! How come you can do that so well? And they look at me and they say, Daryl, I practiced. There's the answer, practice. Now, I couldn't play this at the same time as doing this. You think I could. That's pretty easy, isn't it? But when you put the two together, it's a bit like that. But I sort of kept doing it. Slowed down, practiced it. No, I'm getting better at it. I still make mistakes. Here we go. I'm still worried about it. So you've got to get to the stage where you don't worry about it anymore. You don't worry about it. And the only way you can do that is by doing it so often. It's like kids learning to walk or stand up. You know, they just try and try and try again, and then they do it, and then they don't even think about it. And then an unfortunate thing might happen later in life where you have an accident and you have to be you're bedridden for a month or so, and then you have to have physio to learn how to do it all over again. So we're interesting creatures. Okay, let's move on. Now, is James there? James, are you there? James, have you? James sent me an email. I better show you the class. Here we go. There they are. I'm not sure how many of you are watching today, but I know Judith is. Judith's a bit quiet at the moment. She sits there in the background a bit, and then there's Cherie. Who else have we got watching? Let's see Jim down there from California. I think he's there. Say hello, Jim. What about our German friends? Okay. Coming back. Yeah, Jim asked me, he said something about Morning is Broken. Oh, by the way, anybody watching live, you get 50% off any song in the song shop. So if there's a song you'd like to learn out of the song shop, go to fasttrackpiano.com. There it is written at the bottom of the link there. Hey, g'day, James. You're there. Right, good on you, mate. If you send me a link, send me an email from the website and say, hey, Daryl, I was watching the show this morning. You can do it now if you like, but you're probably busy watching. So you send me an email and say, Daryl, I'd like a song from the song shop. I'm a live tuber. I watch you live, and I'll give you a code word. The code word is Floyd Kramer. How about that? Floyd Kramer. You can spell it however you like. Floyd Kramer. For 5 minutes up until 5 minutes after the show today, I will give a 50% discount on any of the songs in the song shop if you want to buy a song. Now, I haven't got Morning is Broken in there, but Jim said, hi, Daryl, I was going to ask you to go over Morning Has Broken by Cat Stevens. I wonder if Cat played the piano on that, because that's probably the best part, isn't it? The tune's a great tune. Nice tune. Something like that. Yeah, it starts off with a C chord. Bit like the train station here in Sydney. Ding dong, ding dong. The next train will arrive at... You know, that tune jumps around a lot. A lot of the tunes today that the kids listen to, they don't jump around much. They sort of stick to the same note, like this. They do a lot of that stuff where they just hang around the same note. Anyway, let's not get into that. Now, I listen to the song, Jim, and I try to work out the chords. It starts on a D chord. Then it goes to a G chord with a D in the bass. I've written it down. Where did I write it down? Then A. Then it's got an F sharp 7 with an A in the bass. B minor. Then a B diminished with an F in the bass. That's a shocker. Not sure if it's right. It is definitely a B diminished. They're the chords for the introduction. You asked for it, Jim. You're getting it. I know you had some bad fires there last summer. We've got a shocking situation in Australia at the moment. We've lost houses and there's over 50 bushfires burning, and it's just starting spring. It's I mean, you know, it's the first month of spring, and it's bad. Let's hope things sort out and we have some rain. There's towns running out of water here in Australia. They're big towns. It's not good. Anyway, let's get back to happy things. See, that's a D with an F sharp in the bass. So with F sharp on top. Now I realise a lot of people who come and watch this show have come here because they watched Hartmut! Hello, you going, Hartmut? Stephen, beautiful. Beautiful, lovely to see you guys. Well, not see you guys. No, you're there. Okay, I'll show you one thing before I go back to Morning is Broken. Don't you love the way I go all over the place and don't know what I'm doing? You got the boogie woogie thing in the left hand. Good. Now, if you just had these 3 notes and make up something, that'll do. That'll do. Do it again. With the left hand changing. Yeah. That one almost sounds bad. Then you can do it up an octave. You can make these things up. Sun's out. Unfortunately, we got a house that finally got finished. It took a year and a half to build the house next door. And, it was an old brick house before, and it was quite nice and unimposing and fitted in with the street. We got this new modern big box white house next door now, and they've done the right thing. They've got a huge solar panel cum water heater on top. Looks like something off a skyscraper. I'll just pull the curtain across a little bit. There we go. I love you, Justine. It's okay. Muck around with that. Oh, that's tricky. See if you can do jerky stuff. Enough of that. Getting back to Morning is Broken. So you've got a D chord. D, D, A, D, F sharp. Wriggles around. I don't know exactly. I haven't looked at it properly, Jim. So you've got an F sharp on top. This is the Floyd Kramer version too, by the way. And then it goes to G chord. And you got the G on top, so you got G, B, D, but you got that guy up top there. So you got this. That's a bit of gospel. Oh, amazing grace, yeah, yeah. Broken. Now it goes to an A chord. A in the left hand. We've got A, C sharp, E. A, C sharp, E in the right hand. So you got here to here. Now down to here. Well, that's a pretty normal sound, isn't it? That's, you could write a song right there. I'm feeling like a new man today. I'm feeling okay. I got my YouTube friends from UK. I'm feeling okay. Okay, that's nice. You know, pop songs use the same chords. They borrow chords from other people and stick them in their song and stuff like that, you know. I've got a song that I wrote back in 1972 that I've never heard in any other song. Can I play it for you? It went, like you, like when... It was a G minor 7 going to an A chord. G minor 7 to A. You know, I don't know how I found that. I wrote it on the guitar, that's why. I like the sound of it. I've never heard that in another song. There's another song that I've, Light My Fire by The Doors, which goes, you know that I would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar. So that's an A minor 7 to an F sharp minor 7. I've never heard that in another song. Yeah. Getting back to Morning Has Broken. That's the first chord. Second chord. Now you got an A. Now we've got an F sharp 7 chord. Here it is. F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, 3 black notes, plus E. But we're not going to do it like that. We're going to do it like that. Probably like that. Left hand, F sharp, F sharp. Right hand, just play, mark the spot on the video where you're up to if you want to go back and look at this. A sharp, C sharp, and E. And then F sharp up top. So we've got... Yeah. And now B minor. B, D, F sharp. And then all white notes. That's B diminished. And then we've got a C. We're on to a C. Now we go an F chord with a C in the bass. To C. Now we're in C major. Wow, what an introduction. You know Baker Street where it goes... by Jerry Rafferty, the introduction to Baker Street. Look, everybody remembers that, start of that, because the saxophone playing is exceptional. It's a saxophone part that everybody knows and everybody loves to hear. I think the guy got $200 for playing that. He probably made it up on the spot in the studio and went home to watch the cricket. Who knows? Who knows? But everybody fell in love with it. It's a bit like the mandolin player in Maggie May by Rod Stewart. At the end of Maggie May, there's a mandolin part in there that I always wait for, and that guy probably got paid nothing too. Who knows? Well, they didn't know these songs were going to be hits either, I suppose. But anyway, this is the power of music, and it can just happen. And the piano player for Cat Stevens for Morning Has Broken, he was probably hired to come in. And they probably thought, okay, morning has broken. This is how it goes. Morning has broken like the most more, etc., etc. And the producer probably said, bit ordinary. Maybe we could put something a little bit special before that. Do you think we could, as an introduction, do you think we could have some sort of an introduction? And the piano player might have said, oh yeah, well, how about I just play an ordinary introduction like something like this? Like a Sunday school teacher. And he probably said, no man, that's not going to do it. That's not going to cut it. Can you do something a little bit different? So when the song comes in, it sounds, a little bit like Light My Fire, which has got that beautiful introduction that's got nothing to do with the song in it. And so the piano player probably made it up. They're the chords, but I'm not playing the right little tinkly bits, am I? Morning, then we do it. And then he'd probably say, wow, that sounds fantastic. Let's put it on the record. And he'd practice it a little bit. It's a little bit like the introduction to Bridge Over Troubled Waters, whoever played the piano part for that. I can't think of it right at the moment, but you know what I mean? It's a beautiful introduction on the piano there for Bridge Over Troubled Waters. And it was probably made up by the session musician, the piano player, who was hired for the recording session for Simon and Garfunkel way back in 1969, 1970 or whatever it was. 31 now. 31 what, Judith? You're kidding? Hey, we got 31. Hey, that's fantastic. Where'd that come from? Well, that's brilliant. Thank you, folks. Most I've ever had, I think, is 20, and I've been doing this for years. I watch a guy called Rick Beato. I learned from him. He's got over 1 million subscribers now. He's a lovely dude, and he knows so much, and he spends a lot of time putting his videos together. And I watch him and pick up a few tips. And the other day we passed our 16,000 subscribers, but people are watching, which is fantastic. So I must be doing something right. Let me know if there's something I can help you out with. Now don't forget. Oh, hang on. How much time we got left? I've been talking a lot. Only got 2 minutes left. If you want something from the song shop for only $5 instead of $10, you've got to send an email to fasttrackpiano.com, my website, within 5 minutes, and say the code is Floyd Kramer, right? Pick a song. Use the donate button. Use the donate button on the website, on the front page. Had problem with that, didn't I, Cherie? Still haven't learnt that song. My Cherie. I shouldn't try to sing if I haven't practiced. Yeah, so just use the donate button on the homepage and send me an email and say, hey, Daryl, I just donated $5. I'd like this song from the song shop. Floyd Kramer is the code. Okay? You have 5 minutes after the show to do that. Right, let's do it again. I'm knocked out that we got 31. That is Caroline and Tigger. Wow, from way back. Way back. Isn't that wonderful? Gee, that was years ago. I mean, I know you've tuned in. You're number 31. Looking for analytics for the whole duration of her writing and recording the album. Bear, amazing to see that. It would be, Cherie. It would be fantastic. See, people only hear the finished product. And that's all they're supposed to hear. But I'm really excited about the whole process of creativity, no matter what. I mean, where do ideas come from? Where do they come from? For some people, it's natural. Things just pop into their head. For other people, you can have all the beautiful butterflies in the world fly past them. But if they're not looking, they're not going to see them. I mean, I had a group in here, but you can train yourself to. You can train yourself to. See, I spent a lot of time when I was alone, when I was a kid, alone, catching butterflies. Actually, walking around the backyard. There was lots of space, and I spent a lot of time there dreaming, I suppose, about things like now. And I had a band in here on the other day. They're all 13-year-olds, and I had to get one of them to play what the song they wanted to learn on Spotify. And one of them yelled out, "Oh, Taran will do it." That's one of the kids in the band. "Taran will do it. He's addicted to screens." And I said, "Addicted to screens. That's a great title for a song. Write it. You got to write that. Everybody will know what you're talking about, because in 2019, there's a hell of a lot, including me, addicted to screens. I was watching The Ashes on the screens last night. Addicted to screens, as opposed to Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer. Yeah? I've got to go. I'm going to play golf. Wish me luck. What's the next note? Here. I've forgotten. That's why we need to write things down. There it is. Hey, Almola, you just slow down. It's hand exercise. Here's the best one. You just came home from piano lessons, did you? Keep playing. It's wonderful. Oh, Judith. Send me an email, Judith, and I'll send you some vegetables for dinner. You know what I mean. Have I got the wrong numbers over the thing? I have two. Oh, Adrian. How did that happen? Adrian, you deserve a free song. I should have got that fixed up. See, I don't check things out properly. The F is over the wrong note in the keyboard. Good on you, Adrian. Send me an email and say, "Hey, I told you about the wrong thing." I don't know how that moved over there. Ah, dear, what a goose. Now, I've got to go. Thanks, James. Here it is again. That's wrong. That's it. All right. Lovely talking to you all. Yeah, Adrian, that's a good one. It's never been that far out before. I'm gonna go. I've got to go and play golf. Okay. Everybody have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Yep. See you next week. Bye-bye. 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 Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Hang on. I'll just turn it off. Bye-bye.